Hello, children. How are you? I know you all are fine at your homes. Yes or no? Yes. Okay, children. I am Hema, your moral science teacher. Today we will learn chapter 1 of moral science of standard 3. Okay, children, turn your page. Open your page number 3. Here, small story is there, children. Chapter 1, Learn to Give. Story. The king was on a tour of his kingdom. On his way to pass by a beggar's hut, the beggar was eagerly waiting to meet the king. He was trembling with excitement, not because he would get an opportunity to meet the king of his land, but because the king was known to be generous and charitable. The beggar thought to himself, what if the king is moved by my plight and he gives me a bag of jewels or a large sum of money? Just then the king's chariot chanced to pass by. The beggar saw the chariot and rushed towards the king, leaving behind a charitable passerby who was filling his begging bowl with uncooked rice grains at the time. The beggar did not want to miss an opportunity of the gain. He shouted, "Precious, long live the good king, the kind king." Okay, turn your page, open your page number 4. The chariot stopped. The bigot stood at the distance and continued shouting praises. The king summoned the beggar to come closer. "What is your name?" he asked the beggar. The beggar replied, "I am Nethu, a poor beggar, sir. I am your subject, but look at my condition. I have no clothes to wear or food to eat." "Have you got nothing for your king? All you do is cry and rant. Come on, give me something. What about the rice in your bowl?" Now the beggar did not want to part with the uncooked rice that the passerby had given him. He knew that the king could not see the amount of rice in his bowl sitting in his chariot. So he looked helplessly at the king and picked up 4 grains of rice from his bowl. He said, "I am nothing much to offer you, sir. I hardly have any rice in my bowl, but here are a few grains." The king took the 4 grains of rice in his palm and drove away in his chariot. The beggar was much disappointed. He cursed him for being a miser and so tight-fisted. Finally, with nothing else to do, he went back on his begging rounds. When he returned to his hut in the evening, he was surprised to find a bag of rice on the floor. Okay, children, open page number 5. He thought, how wonderful, some big-hearted person has left a bag of rice. The beggar then put his hand inside the bag to assess the quantity of rice. When he saw something shining, he quickly turned the content of the rice bag on the floor and saw 4 gold coins shining in the pile of rice grains. It did not take the beggar much time to understand that it was the king himself who had sent him the bag of rice with the 4 gold coins. The beggar felt ashamed of his thoughtless act and said to himself, "4 gold coins for the 4 grains of rice. If only I had not been so misery myself and given the king all the rice grains in my begging bowl at that time, I would have been a rich man today. Okay, children? This story is about the king and a poor beggar. Okay? The moral of the story is, children, giving is the noble virtue. It is the desire to offer help, donate, and or contribute to others' cause. Charity is not only about giving money to the poor. There are other ways of doing charity too. Okay, children? Today onwards, we will help others, give money, food, or medicines to the poor peoples. Okay, children? Thank you.